What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. My name is Torin and I have a pretty special video for you guys today. We're going to look into a project that is actually having to do with staking, and we have a crazy staking APY at almost 70,000% per year. Now you might say, how is this even possible? It sounds way too good to be true. Well, today we're going to be going over the website, some of their white paper on how they explain to actually do this, and I am going to show you guys how to actually stake it. I myself have tried this out. Now it's only been maybe about a week. I've seen some pretty good results, but we're going to go over what I am trying to do in the next month or two as well. So if that interests you, make sure to hit that like button, turn those notification bells on, because of course this is very time sensitive information, so you want to hear it as soon as it comes out. And even a step further, I do have a private Discord chat where we talk about all these opportunities even before I make YouTube videos on them. We're going to even share a little calculator which was inside the Discord chat that helps us see how much we can potentially earn. So with all of that out of the way, let's dive into my computer, start learning a bit more about Wonderland Time, their incredible staking, and how you guys can as well take advantage of it. All right, well, I first want to start by prefacing this video as me doing my own due diligence, me going out and doing some research myself. So as always, I go out and try to find the next big opportunities. And of course, with this huge Q4, we are looking to see some big profits in the crypto space. Now, people want to shelter these big profits and take them and put them in such projects as staking, try to get a return on them that may or may not be as risky, inherently risky. So of course, Google Trends is the easiest place to see just what people are typing in Google. This gives you a clear idea of what people are searching for. And as we can see here, we are about to hit an all-time high in the last year of people searching for staking. Now, of course, this has to do with a lot of Europe, Australia, North America as well. And you can see the related queries here, which would be the PancakeSwap staking, Shiba staking, or even some staking on Binance. So I might come out with a few more videos on that if you guys are interested in that. But today we're going to be talking about a very lucrative staking opportunity called Wonderland Time. Now, before we get into this, guys, please go out and do your own research, your own diligence. Please go out and read this white paper. Make sure it fits your trading strategy. Just take this as entertainment purposes, not financial advice. It's never financial advice. You need to be in charge of your own decisions. So landing on the website here, we are at wonderland.money, the DeFi Wonderland, financial tools to grow your wealth, stake and earn compounding interest. So this gives our first look at why this is actually going to get to almost 70,000% APY is because of the compounding interest. And we'll get into that in the white paper in just a second. But if we wanted to check out the app here, this is what the inside of the app looks like. I've connected my wallet. Now this is on the Avalanche Network, so you will need an Avalanche wallet, and we'll go over that in just a second. But as we can see here, we're sitting at just under 70,000% APY and my current staked balance of Mimo. Now, Mimo isn't the same as time, but you put in your time and you stake this Mimo. We'll get into that in just a second. It's very easy to unstake it and get it back out in time. So let's get into some of the documentation, because again, this just sounds too good to be true. Let's learn a little bit more about Wonderland. They do have a docs.wonderland.money website here where you can read all about it. I'm not going to go over the entire white paper per se, but we will go over a little overview here. So as I mentioned earlier, it's the first decentralized reserve currency protocol available on the Avax network based on the time token. Each time token is backed by a basket of assets in the Wonderland treasury, giving it an intrinsic value that it cannot fall below. So it introduces economic and game theoretic dynamics into the market through staking and mining. So this is where we get super interested in what they have to do here. So the goal is to build a policy controlled currency system native on the AVAX network. So in the long term, they believe the system can be used to optimize for stability and consistency so that the time token can function as a global unit of account and medium of exchange currency. So they're basically trying to create their own currency without having it actually pegged to a dollar. So instead of, let's say, the US trying to peg to the US dollar or even peg it to gold, they are pegging it to their treasury. So how can you participate in here? There's two main strategies. You can either stake or mine. We'll be talking about the staking here. Stakers can stake their time in return for more time tokens, while minters provide LP tokens or MIM tokens in exchange for discounted time tokens over a fixed vesting period. Now we will see that on the website here. Now inside the dashboard, I am in stake, and as you can see, I have staked my tokens here. But if you wanted to mint at a discount, you can actually provide their treasury with more LP. So you can wrap your AVAX token, and you can see that the cost of it is even cheaper than the actual time token, as we are right now at about 7,000 USD. So you can actually purchase that for about $350 less. Or about $150 less if you mint it. So how do you benefit from this? Well, the main benefit is the compounding of supply growth. So the protocol mints new tokens from the treasury, the majority of which are distributed to the actual stakers, and this is why you get the returns. Who created Wonderland? It's a fork of Olympus on the Avax Network. Now, the team is mostly anonymous, but it has come out on Twitter who is running the show, so you can take a look at that. Now, in terms of some of the frequently asked questions, because I'm sure you have a million here. So Wonderland aims to solve by creating a non-peg stablecoin called Time, as I mentioned in the previous page. So it's not a stablecoin. Instead, it aspires to be an algorithmic reserve currency backed by other decentralized assets, which is a mouthful and very hard to understand with all the jargon. But as mentioned, Time is backed and not pegged. So each time is backed by one MIM, not pegged to it. Because the treasury backs every time with at least one MIM, the protocol would buy back and burn time when trades drop below this one MIM. So there's a lot more information in this that I want you guys to go into. But in terms of how high this APY yield can get, it's important to note this right here. So what is APY? It stands for annual percentage yield, but it measures the real return on your principal balance. So they try to give you about 2% per day on one time. So after a year, your balance will go to about 1,300. So balance over time, 2% compounded daily. And you can see here, it doesn't start to come into effect until you pass about that 120, almost 150 day mark, and you will see substantially your balance increase. Again, here are all the calculations if you want to dive into it further. Now, floating around in my Discord, there are a ton of calculators to simply measure what you can accomplish. Here has one been built that for Wonderland Time. The staking here, the current price, which is just under what it is today, and the current yearly APY, which looks pretty close, and the reward yield rate, which is that rebase rate. So if you invested $6,900, in 30 days, you would have about 37% ROI. In 3 months, you would have over 300%. And as I mentioned, in that 180 days, you're getting almost 2,000% APY. And in 365, you get that close to that 70,000. It gives you down here the amount of days until you've 2 times your MIMO tokens, about 40. 5 times is 90, and 10 times would be 128 days. So we have seen the token go up and down in value quite drastically over the last month. But again, if we think this is a great project and choose to invest in it, we can take a look at it here on CoinMarketCap, read the charts, decide when would be a good time to purchase in. So again, this dip here would have been great because the price was around 5,000. It hit all the way up to 8,000, over 8,000, and now we're sitting at about 7. So again, this could be a good time to enter into the market. So I will now show you guys how to actually stake your Wonderland Time, because this was quite difficult. There's quite a few steps, so if you're not completely tech savvy, it's harder to get in. The more hoops someone has to jump through, the more drop-offs there will be. So again, this could be an opportunity for you guys here. So first and foremost, what we're going to have to do is open an Avalanche wallet in your MetaMask. So I myself have already done that. At the top of your MetaMask here, there are a ton of different networks, as you can see. The Ethereum, which is most common, as well as the Smart Chain. We need to open an Avalanche network. So it's as simple as Googling Avax Network for MetaMask. Of course, you want to take it from their actual website here, the Avax Network, because this is where you'll get the proper numbers, the proper symbols and chain IDs, so you don't get scammed. So again, you'll just have to Google that, click custom RPC, enter these chain IDs, and you will now have the Avax network inside your MetaMask. So now we will be in that network, we will grab this account ID, and this is where we will need to send AVAX first and foremost. So I myself have a Binance account and do all my trading inside Binance. So it was very easy for me to just swap BUSD with my AVAX here. And so you can see it traded on the chart. You typically just want to buy the market if you want to just send it over there. And you can dictate how much you would like to purchase of that AVAX, because we will then need to swap it for time before we stake it. It might sound confusing, but as of right now, we need AVAX in our wallet. Once you've purchased some AVAX, you will see it inside your Binance wallet here, and you're going to hit withdraw. You will paste it in there and click the network. Now, again, AVAX C network is typically where I would use on with Binance here to send it. It is suspended, so it goes on and off anywhere between like an hour to a day. Typically, I just hit this set reminder. As soon as it turns back on, that's when I would send it. The BSC here is congested. We don't want to send it there, but the actual AVAX network, not the MetaMask C chain, which we would be using, but the AVAX is unmatched here. So there is another way around not using the C chain. Typically, I would just wait, set a reminder, send it to my MetaMask when it was open. But if you are in a hurry here, you can actually go onto wallet.avax.network and create your own AVAX wallet. Once inside, you can actually just send it on the AVAX here, which will be matched because I have the incorrect wallet here, but you will have the Avalanche network here to use. You'll send it to this website here, turning it into AVAX C, and then sending it to your MetaMask. So it's just another step, but again, I would just wait for that reminder and send it to your MetaMask. Once it's in your MetaMask here, we have some AVAX. We are going to want to swap it for the time token. So just like PancakeSwap or Uniswap, AVAX has its own swap network, and I will be using the Trader Joe. You can find the swap at traderjoexyz.com, and you will hit trade. It will pull up your AVAX balance, as we can see here, if your MetaMask is connected in the top right, and you're going to want to pick the time token here. So you can dictate how much AVAX you would like to swap for time, and you will click swap. It acts very similar to the other swaps. Once you go through with it, you make sure it goes through, and you will see the time in your wallet. Once it's in your wallet here, we're now good to go to the website. We're now back on the website here in app.wonderland.money. You will connect your wallet again on the Avalanche network, and it will pull up how much time you have. As you can see here, it's pulled up that little minuscule amount of time that I have left in my wallet, and you will dictate how much you would like to stake. Again, you click stake time. It will go through your MetaMask asking you if you would like to go through with it. Please make sure that you have some AVAX in your wallet. You need this to use as gas fees, just like BNB on the Binance network. So you need AVAX in your wallet, just a little bit for gas, and you can then click stake. If you ever want to unstake it, it's as simple as doing that, and you can just unstake your max and approve that. But again, I'm waiting for that 150 day, seeing if this project can make it there. Again, follow them on Twitter, guys. This is the most up-to-date information, where I'm following them as well, checking out the price action. Looks like on the 28th, a few days ago, they just became Avalanche's first native token to enter the top 100, which is great to see. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this opportunity to look into this project, potentially stake your money for a great return. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, because I'm coming out with a ton of videos, and I will be doing an updated video here in about a month or two to let you guys know how much I have received back. Until next time, guys, take care.